Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Salute to the family on this good Tuesday. We back to build on this good old boxing and give it its just due, how we always do, how only we can do. How y'all feeling, man? You catch this on the playback, smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, all that good stuff, man. Come say what up. Come build, come drop a like, come drop a comment, come show some love, come speak to the people. You know, how y'all feeling, man? Always a good day, man. Good day to build on this boxing, man. I know the Haney's clan is in awe today. I know they probably up in arms right now. Locking arms right now, man. They boys supposed to be coming back, man. We gonna talk about it, man. Let me say what's up to the fam. All things, what's good, my guy? Flossy Sports TV, what's good, Brody? Kello, my guy, what's good with it? K Causey in the building. Ty, what it do, fam? IB, who IB, what's good with it? Player Dodge J, what's good, family? Lonnie Lee in the building, my guy, what's good, Brody? Creole in the building, Creole the Traveler. Old school, what it do? Ashley's Corner, what's good, cuzzo? How you feeling? Everything by John, what it do? Dante's Boxing Talk, you say you got Paro. Bro, Paro versus Haney. Come on, man. He's fighting to study this. Haney only fighting the best. That's why he gets this hate. Nah, bro. We're going to talk about it. It's always a good build. You know, we could drop the link. We could do all of that. But look, man, save me and just the logic is non-existent out here. Shout out to my brother, Cal Cooler, man. Now, you know, your boy is on the job. You know, I got you. Yeah, I'll be in the shadows. I'll be in the shadows watching this stuff unfold. I'll be like, damn. Ramon, what it do, man? How you feeling, man? Salute to the family, man. I punch the like button. Come rock out with your boy. Come have this unbiased build, narrative-free build with your boy. Thrill Hill, what's good, fam? How you feeling, man? I know the Haney's clan got to be excited. I know they're excited. You know, Big Dad about to step back into the mix. He about to kick up. You know what I'm saying? He said he don't want nothing but the best. But to everything by John, look, check this out. I can't speak for all the hate that Devin Haney gets. I think with any fighter, with any level of success comes a fair amount of hate, right? To be fair, you know what I'm saying? Some of it I think is misplaced, right? A lot of people are deemed haters that just judge him more harshly than the next guy, right? Than his fan, than his most diehard fan. So over here, I could guarantee you will be no Devin Haney hate over this way, right? Because I don't dislike the kid. I want to see him bounce back. This was a fight that I thought he should entertain anyway, and the thoughts that they in works and serious negotiations for December 7th for Australia. That's great for boxing, man. That's good. That's good for Devin Haney. You can't hate a man that's going out there fighting the best. You can't knock him for that. And McQueen, the professor, was good with it. J.A. Dixon, my guy, was good with it, fam. Know everything about John. I love this fight. You dripping. No, I love this fight. No, I don't. You right. I don't like it. I love this fight. I love this fight. Because, again, you can't complain about it. Liam Paro's a champion. He just defeated and dethroned the boogeyman of 140 that they was pegging him as, right? And Matias. This is a great fight. So I don't just like it. I love it, bro. It's a great fight for Haney. Good fight for Liam Paro. Two good boxers, you know what I mean? Skillful guys. Should be a good chess match, man, if they can make this fight happen. You get what I'm saying? So I absolutely love it, yo. Ace, what's good with it, fam? Said, don't the IBF have a rehydrating clause? We're going to talk about that, too. We're going to talk about it. Shout out to my guy, J.A. Dixon, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. So that's on the table too, because that's what the IBF. So that 10-pound rehydration thing is in effect. So I wonder how much of a factor that will be into making this potential fight. But just right off the bat, I ain't one for complaining about no damn good fights. I know a good fight when I see one. This will be a tougher test than what people anticipated. Remember, they were saying top 15 guy. So he said, the hell with it. If he went from saying the hell with the top 15 guy to give me that champion, Liam Paro, that just defeated Subriel Matias, man, I'm saluting Dev Haney 2 times. It's just what it is. I got to salute him. You know what I mean? If you take this fight coming off the kind of outing that you had in your last trip, ain't nothing nobody could say. To hate on him would just be weird. You just don't like boxing, because that in fact is what a good fight is. That's a great fight for both guys, man. Oh yeah, for sure. His fan base is partially to blame. Many of them went and still go as far out of their way to denigrate other fighters out there. Started getting residual backlash. That's a fact, Aunt McQueen. That's a fact, bro. Aisha, peace and blessings to the queen. How you feeling today? He said, because I heard painting all kind of abstract pictures that got no truth in it, thinking they had Basquiat. Legacy, what it do, my guy? Talk, whatever that's how it be, bro. They think they get deep. The deeper they get, they could throw you off from what BS is BS. I don't care how you dress it up and spray paint it. LaMarcus, my guy, was good with it, IBF. Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's only nullified and unified bouts. And the thing is, he's the champion in recess. He let the title go. So my thing would be it would be strange if this was the direction he was going. Not like a bad fight thing, but the decision making, right? Maybe he didn't think it through, the champion and recess thing, not having a title. It would have been better if it was a unification. And like bro saying, it would nullify that whole 10-pound joint. So it would be one less hurdle to worry about. I do think it is something to consider, though. You know what I mean? With the fact that if it's under that IBF rules, man, you talking about a guy that likes to rehydrate 160 plus. So that definitely could be an issue for him. It should definitely be a competitive fight. And in my opinion, I think it's 50-50, right? I think it's a real 50-50 type of affair. And it's just not a fight that anybody could complain about. Devin Haney went through hell in that last fight with Ryan, right? Got up every time he got knocked down. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. Had no quit in him whatsoever. But, a lot of people still got questions on what he going to look like when he returned, right? How much did this affect him, right? You know what I'm saying? Did it really, taking losses like this ain't nothing to play with, you know what I mean? And he took some real punishment in that fight. He was getting touched up, supporting. Shout out to the queen, Aisha, always supporting the grind. She says support, much love and appreciation for the 10 piece and the cash out. Much love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to the Queen Aisha. So look, man, I just, you want to view the whole, the overall picture when you're looking at this, right? So he got some stuff to consider, but Eddie Hearn was on record for saying, he said if the money is right, if the deal is right, then he'll take the fight. So he sounded like he's very hopeful or optimistic that he can make this fight happen. So look, I'm cool with it. I'm on board with it. Only questions is if Dev is on board with it. And here's the other kicker as well. It's supposed to be December 7th in Australia. Now, do he want to travel to Australia again? You get what I'm saying? It was different before he was, or maybe this is an incentive to want to go back over there, right? It's a champion. The last time you went over there, you dethroned, George Kambosos, took his belts, and then you double back, beat his ass again, right? Do you want to travel over there to Australia to the down under, right? This time without a belt. You know what I'm saying? This time to being a challenger, you get what I'm saying, and going to take his belt. That's a feather in your cap. You get what I'm saying? You'll be 3-0 over there in Australia. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, his mental got to be put together for sure. If it's not, it's trouble. You know what I mean? Nah, it's not. It's not a unification because he don't have no belt. He don't have no belt no more. Lisa Smith, peace to the Queen. How you feeling today? I got Haney fighting words with Bang. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Say you got Haney. I ain't mad at that, man. Look, Haney got a chance to win any of these fights. Rob Walker, what it do, fam? IBF 140, 10% equals trouble. You right, especially with Devin Haney. Look, let's just call it what it is. The kid got issues, making the 140, the 140 division already. It's been difficult for him. So I anticipate it's going to continue to be difficult for him. This is months later. This is another fight down the line. Another training camp, he got a decision to make. And I think this part of what comes with being great, right? You want to be great. If you want to campaign at 140, this is what you got to do. If you want that IBF strap, if you want to come back and take a fight as meaningful as Liam Paro and get your respect right back all in one fight, then that's the fight you take. But you got decisions to make because, again, under that 10-pound rehydration, boy, you're going to have some issues. You get what I'm saying? So I wonder how that's going to affect him going into it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Eddie, you see, Creole, they was trying to make it seem like Eddie did him dirty, but it seemed like to me, Eddie Hearn still want to do business with him. Eddie Hearn still is opportunities for him with Eddie Hearn. I like it. Like the fight for Dev has potential to change my mind about his future yacht with lions, tigers, and bears surrounding him from here on out. Yeah, for sure. For sure. A1 Hoop Zone, my God. What it do, family? Crucial content. Devin take an L. Definitely the new JoJo Diaz. I got 200. Devin take an L. Woo! Got that money. I want to be Ryan ass. Yeah, I know for what Ryan put him through. You know what I'm saying? He ain't deserve to get put through all of that. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Devin Haney. Like I said, over here, we support the fighters win, lose, or draw. I don't give a damn about you losing. I don't care how embarrassing, how tough it was. I just want to see you get back. If Liam Paro is the guy that's on board, the other news I was hearing, it was either a top 10, 15 opponent. This would be a big step up from just a top 10, 15, or top 10 or 15 opponent, right? A flat out champion coming off a big win over Subriel Matias. Like, I think you'll be shutting the mouths of some people, man. You'll make some people eat some crow if you can go out there and take that belt from that guy. You know what I'm saying? Man, much love, man. Shout out to you, man. You already know, man. You already know. We with you. I know how it be. So that's why I rock with the real, man. Shout out to you, bro. We gonna keep building this thing up. The boxing need our voices, man. Our voices need to be heard. That balanced approach, unbiased approach. Boxing needs it, man. 140 years, getting more and more interesting. That's why I said with Dev Haney back in the mix, this is just gonna get fun. It's gonna get fun. Yeah, yeah. I should be on everything, man. Shout out to the Queen. Boom, got you. Say no more. Yeah, Coach Kenny's a fool. He out here trolling, talking about him. He training Devin, and he's getting stronger and stronger every day. Leave it to Kenny, man. He always one for a good joke, bro. Always, man. Yeah, it's a tough fight, Thrill. It's definitely a tough fight. Eddie was trying to do right by his guys. People thought he switched up on AJ, but he stayed solid. Yeah, I just think it's easy to dismiss a guy that you feel like might not be moving solidly, right? But I think we over-exaggerate a lot of these situations, man. Like this dude We was talking about it yesterday, and I think shout out to Ant McQueen. I think he posed the question: who is it that Eddie Hearn has screwed over that we can mention, right? That we can think of the fighters that he's been dealing with, right? I can't really think of nobody that he's doing dirty. I heard people say he threw Haney under the bus, and I just don't see that to be the case because it's just business. People be being emotional with their assessments. It's just business for these dudes. If I'm no longer in business with you, I have no ties and no dealings with you. It's not my job to prep you up on a pedestal and shout about you to the ends of the earth, right? I mean, I could do it if I so choose, but if I'm not being promoted, if you're not being promoted by me, you know what I mean? I'm going by my business, bro. Like, I ain't thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. It's business as usual, but never heard Eddie Hearn dismiss. I don't think, Devin Haney has a talent. So I don't know how he threw him under the bus. I don't know how he did him dirty. I don't see it. I can't make the connection, Just Tank back in camp. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Tank back in camp. But Coach Kenny's a fool, man. Dragon Assassins official. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Not a Devin Haney fan, but I want him to get the win, get himself back in the mix. Right. I'm a Devin Haney supporter for sure. Shout out to Fighting Words with Bang, man. Y'all go tap into him too if y'all haven't. Another dope guy on the YouTube space doing this thing, man, for sure. I believe Devin going to come back better. Yeah, I think so, Motown. I think he could, bro. I'm rooting for the dude. I'm rooting for him. Mikello, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling, bro? I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. I think at the end of the day, these dudes, they go through a lot, man, to give us these performances, man. And he ain't do himself no favors getting in there with a guy that, already juked the system with the weight and so on and so forth. So it's a lot of eyes on him. People want to see what his mental going to be like when he get back. How he going to respond, physically, right? When he get hit with a punch, right? Is he fighting, demons from the last fight? Is he able to get over it and just keep pushing forward? Like, it's some questions to answer, and it's fair, right? But one thing about Devin Haney, you ain't seen a fight that he hasn't been in. For as rough as, the overall fight look with Ryan Garcia, he still was in that joint. I think it was a majority decision win for Ryan. So, he put together some good rounds, I think, from like 2 to 5, 2 to 6, something to that effect, right? He did very well in spots. He just, I think, getting caught early, getting buzzed early. He felt that power early, right? I think the size played a factor, all those different things, right? I think all his physical advantages were stripped the night he stepped in the ring with Ryan Garcia, and I think that was new to him. So it was a lot of adjusting on the fly. I think he had to do dealing with this physical guy that's in front of him, physical specimen, and Ryan being just a lot more comfortable in there and, more willing to go for it. And Devin had to be a lot more cautious, but at the same token, he was trying to deliver a fight that the people could say they appreciated, right? And try to be entertaining. And I think that was already allowing that background noise to creep inside your head, get in your ear a little bit, and you start fighting outside yourself. Now, some would say, my brother Adam McQueen said he fought like he typically fights. He just, Ryan was able to pretty much capitalize on the mistakes. And I think that is true, but some of it, I do think it was mentality and game plan, simply because you hear what his father said. And he said a lot of what you seen was what the fans said they wanted to see, right? So that told me right there that y'all already didn't go in there with the best game plan. Whatever it wasn't the best one. And it played out, how it played out. You got knocked down a number of times, but like I said, you got up every single time. You kept fighting. You had zero quit in you. And hey, listen, you fought to the final bell. Now you got an opportunity. You took some time off. He was talking about taking, 2 years off, all that craziness, right? You went from 2 years to 1 year, then you end up taking 6 months off, right? Now you're getting right back in the mix. That's bravo. Salute to you. Smarter heads prevailed. I don't think that you should even took a year or 2 years off. I think that would have been crazy. 6 months, right on par. Get yourself back in the mix, man. Go reclaim what's yours. Go get back in the mix at 140. I don't see him jumping at 147 after coming off a loss like that, right? So I think he'll stay put for a bit. The biggest question for me with this Liam Paro fight, if it does get put together, because he always says if the deal is right, if the money is right, I'll take the fight. I ain't turning down nothing, right? you know, Eddie in the past, he's been willing to get people paid and things of that nature. So I don't see why that would be the issue. But again, that 10-pound is the biggest question for me. How is he going to adjust to that? Because I could only imagine that's not going to be fun for him if he got to deal with a 10-pound rehydration limit. You get what I'm saying? And he wants to rehydrate above 160. Like, I don't see how that's going to work for him. So that's why another reason why you can't knock this fight if he's to take it and be under those rules. Bro, you got to tip your hat coming back off a loss. I mean, well, you know, a tough fight where it clearly was a loss inside the ring. You know what I mean? Technicality got you your win back or your zero back, your O, or whatever the case, but that fight still happened, right? So now you got to bounce back from that situation. And we just want to see what you look like. And let alone to bounce back, you know, the thought of you already struggling at this weight class to an extra stipulation would be that 10-pound rehydration limit that I think it would have him probably pulling his hair out. You know what I'm saying? So just one more reason to tip your hat to him if he does, in fact, take this fight. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope he's going to be good, you know? Harsh Truth is getting thrown under the bus. Then my pops threw me under tank and dump trucks. Man, yeah, man. Dad's got to fight dudes just as big as him for sure. Thinking about it, I got to peep Paro, height, and reach. Yeah, Paro solid, man. Big Dre with a do family. Don't mess with Texas in the building. What's good, fam? Appreciate you, bro. Paro's tough, yeah. Tough way to come back, especially in Australia, Kello. Right. Australia, 140, possible, you know, IBF rules. So that's at play. So he got a real decision to make. Samuel, what it do, my guy? Playing for your fighter that suits his skills is the best plan. Listen to others and trying to be something you're not. It's fool's gold. Yup, Devin needs to be Devin and move up to a weight that works. I feel that too, Rod. That makes sense too. The money should be there. That's what I'm thinking. He's done well in Australia. You get what I'm saying? He 2-0 over there. He dethroned Cambosis. Now maybe you go over there for a third trip. Third time's a charm. Maybe you beat Paro up. You become a 2-time, you know, champion at 140. You get what I'm saying? You cooking. You cooking. Alan Johnson, what it do, Alan? How you feeling? Let's talk fashion. My God. Remo, what's good with it? When it be a unification fight, you got a belt. Remember, he wasn't elected to be the champion in recess. So he ain't got a belt no more. So it wouldn't be the unification. If it was, then, you know, like bro mentioned, it'd nullify the I don't think it is though. You know what? Let me double check though. I don't think it is though. Let me read it. Let me pull the article back up. Favorite G's, what's good with it, my guy? Flossie, what's good, Brody? Yeah, it's not a unification. Yeah, he don't got a belt right now. Yeah, because he was the champion in recess. It's not a unification, but I'm still gonna pull the article up, man. We gonna get to it, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. It's always a dope build. As always, we gonna get to it, man. Hold on, what's this? What is this? All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Nah, I'm right. We on point, y'all. We on point, family. Nope. No unification. Nope. No unification. We on point. Shout out to Alan. Appreciate you, man. Glad that you good over here in the building. Yeah, man. How do they proceed from here is the question, man. Because Paro, that's gonna be a good fight. That dude come to win. He can box. He really can box. He really can scrap. I got an opportunity to see that. The way he chopped up Montana Love, the way he took apart Matias, the way he did it. Like the way he did it. He got IQ. This dude really smart. He know what he doing in there. You know what I mean? But even with all that being said, it's still a winnable fight for Devin. But a large part depends on what version of Dev comes back, right? And I'm just throwing that out there for conversation purposes. I assume he gonna bounce back, but for the people that's still quiet, you know, that's a fair question. Like, what is he gonna look like coming back off of what was really a defeat in the ring? Like, how he gonna get back from that? How he gonna approach it? How he gonna respond the first time his chin get touched, right? Because Paro got some good punching power too. You see him spark Montana Love up out of there, right? So he can crack a little bit. So those are the questions, right? How you gonna respond when you get hit again? You get what I'm saying? Did you really put the Ryan Garcia fiasco, debacle, spectacle, whatever you want to call it? Did you put that situation behind you? Did you properly move forward? right? Did you cross all your T's, dot all your I's for this training camp? Or if you consider this fight, is a lot of your training camp going to be focused on you trying to maintain that weight? We got this is a real situation. That's why I say I don't see one reason at all I could knock him for this fight. Not one reason. You know what I mean? Even if he was to lose it, there's no reason I could knock him for this fight. This hell of a fight, man. You got some real things to consider, man. You get what I'm saying? You already, with Regis, they wrapped you like a burrito. You know what I'm saying? So then you turn around, you fought, Ryan at the catch weight. That's an extra fight. Now you're talking about another training camp where you got to make this weight again. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Is he going to be gun shy is the question. Is he going to be gun shy for sure? Irvin Mack, my guy, what it do, family? Say, look, are you scared of Sandor? They don't want that ugly fight. He said, I got Paro. I'm not joking. Ryan, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, bro? What's good with it, bro? It doesn't work well with PEDs. Snap. It's more skilled and tougher than George. Absolutely, Thrill. In every department. Look, George Kambosos is pretty tough. I believe Paro's even more of way more of what George Kambosos is, right? And mostly every department. You get what I'm saying? Different physical dimensions, right? Obviously, longer, taller, just more of a fighter. He can box, man. He's more of a thinker in there. George Kambosos is just more of he just go, right? You just wind him up and he go. George Kambosos, but Lynn Paro can control the pace of the fight. You see how the way he controlled and manipulated Matias in that fight was like it's easily one of the best performances from a guy. To tame somebody with that kind of style, the way he did it was impressive to me. That's why I give him a very good chance in this fight against Haney, right? It's not so much of what happened with Ryan. That's a different fight. Ryan is Ryan, Paro is Paro. Haney just got to be Haney. You get what I'm saying? And that version of him got to be better than Paro if they fight December 7th, especially being in Australia. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest question. Like, what are you going to look like going into this fight, making this weight class again, knowing that is because it only gets tougher. It's not going to get easier. You know what I'm saying? I don't anticipate that. You got to bounce back. And like I said, you're going to have to be on some type of strict diet. I could suspect because you got to adhere to that 10-pound rehydration, bro. It is tough. That means you run the risk of spending a lot of your camp probably worrying about weight management and stuff like that. So that's the only red flag for me that I could see the fight not happen. You know what I mean? Other than that, I think Haney would take it. I think it's a good fight for him. It'll be proven ground for Haney, right? It's a great comeback fight, actually, man. To come back, fight a champion, world champion, it'd be a great comeback fight. Especially when they was thinking top 15, and you go from top 15 and say, hell with it, I'm going to go get me a champion. I like it, bro. Rob, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, bro? All good over here, man. All good. Just another dope build with the fam. House Cat Punch, he said, think Haney has picked the wrong opponent. Possible, man. That remains to be seen. House Cat, it's possible, bro. But I can respect it. You get what I'm saying? This is a fight that I can respect. But even a top 15 opponent coming back off of the situation with Ryan Garcia, because despite, the circumstances and what happened, he did get his O back. He still has his O intact. But that fight still happened, right? The punishment he sustained physically, that happened. The mental battles and questioning himself, all of that stuff is real. So you can't erase it. So although the outcome was somewhat erased, right? The activity, the fight actually happened. So there's no way you could erase that. And it's a process. I'm pretty sure it's a get back process that he had to go through. You know what I mean? So let's see, man. I want to see what he's gonna look like. You know what I mean? I want to see how he's gonna respond when he get hit with a good shot. Right? Do he get right on the bike and get the moving right, or do he trust in his chin? Because he took some nasty shots from Ryan, man. He took some nasty shots. And he just kept fighting. Yeah, he bet that. Hell yeah, don't mess with Texas. You gotta keep them hands up at all times. He said, watch Paro versus Brock Jarvis. Paro killed Jarvis, Cold War round. Dangerous fight for Haney. Pujas, what it do, my guy? Tell you what's good with it. Signing back with Eddie after all that stuff you talk. It's crazy. I'm busy. What it do? I think what it is, Tudo Mark West, what's good with it, bro? I think at the end of the day, people gonna talk shit, right? Especially in boxing. But I think it's key for them not to take anything personal. When they with you, you the best thing since sliced bread. You can't do no wrong, right? When you not with them, not so much, right? Business as usual. They back probably talking crazy or whatever the case. So I think it's one of those, right? It comes down to like the hell what you personally think about me. Is this opportunity that you offer me right for me, right? Is the money right? Because never what you say don't affect shit. If this deal is good for me, this is a good fight, right? This is a good fight. So you might feel the way you feel about me, bro. That's cool. Talk your shit. Because we know it's this part of the game. That's how the promoters do. Like I said, when I'm with you, I can't do a thing wrong, right? Hey, I'm the best thing since sliced bread. When I go across the street or go work with somebody else, now you tell me how you really feel. So that's boxing for you. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you see with Bob Arum, how he talk about how good he talk about Core, then how he try to do him on the way out. So you just know, I think it's business as usual. You know what I'm saying? Just know not to take it personal and don't allow that to stop you from gaining opportunities. Because one way to get him back for all that shit he was talking, bro, go in there and beat his fighter. Go in there and beat his fighter. Go in there and beat Liam Paro up in Australia, travel to Australia for the third time, young Devin Haney, and go scalp his fighter, take his belt, and laugh in his face. You get the last laugh. That's how you do it. You get what I'm saying? You remember all that shit he was talking. The minute you not work with him, right? All this so-called throwing him under the bus, any of that stuff. You use it as fuel, motivation. You go in there, you beat his fighter, and you hold that belt in his face, and you tell him, I got the last laugh. You get what I'm saying? I'd love to see that. Let's see it. The question is, if Chin on auto shutdown now, right? Kind of Roy Jones. Yeah, after he got KO'd by Tarvis, Chin went glass. Same like, yeah, think the punch resistance was shot Cal after going so high up and weight at heavyweight and then coming back down. Light heavyweight, think he shot himself in the foot. Mark West, what it do, my guy? The press conference leading up, we're going to be brutal. Right? Behind the hands TV, my brother, what's good with it? Just do let me know when the do rags drop. I want one. Got it. We need some Just Do. You just gave me a thought. We need some Just Do stocking caps, man, for sure. Shout out to my bro, man. How you feeling? Devin has nowhere else to go but Matchroom. He burned a lot of bridges. It's possible. I mean, it could be possible, you know. Could be. But you know, that is an avenue for him, and that is a potential fight. With them trash you, yeah. You get what I'm saying, Dragon? They trash you when you on that other side. And I think some of that is strategic. I don't think it's personal, right? I just think that's business as usual for them. But that's not always the case. Sometimes they rock with you when you with them, and they still salute you from afar. With him, he'll kind of play both sides, but I listened to enough interviews where I kind of feel like I could gauge Eddie Hearn a little bit to some degree, right? Where, again, the people that's with him, he going all out for it, right? When you don't, it's a hit or a miss. That's what I came to the conclusion. If you with Eddie Hearn, he's gonna talk you up like you know, you the best ever. You know what I'm saying? And, if not, it's hit or miss. He might still speak good on you. He might not. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Shout out to my guy, Irvin Mack. Bill can't make it this time. Damn. Nah. After the Ryan fight, Bob was trying to get Devin to come back on a discount. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's weak. Yeah, man, we got to get him. Just do, you get what I'm saying? Just do rags on sale, man. Shout out to Kevin. I'm telling you, bro. Behind the hands just made me think of something, bro. Might have to, you know, I ain't got a ripple in my head. This ain't even for waves. It's just for the comfortability. Told him to drop the belt and he give him TL. Oh yeah, for sure. But you know what? There's no surprise that this is where we at with the Liam Paro situation, because this is a fight that he said he had for him, right? Even before the situation with the belt, even before he went on his hiatus for the 6 months, right? He was saying like that's a potential fight for him, Liam Paro. Like he had that as an option. So I'm not surprised that they revisited it now. I want to see it. Picasso was good with it, bro. DBT in the building. Dr. Boxing Talk is you hit him with the new price. Like that, though. I'm telling you what's good with it, fam. Eddie, something different, man. Eddie said, man, I let you bring it back at a discounted price. You won't be a champion no more, but I got him for you. Eddie slick, though, man. Eddie slick. But I mean, oh yeah, I got you, Ty. I'll tighten you up, bro. I'll get you right, my guy. Don't worry, man. I had deleted some wrenches, so I gotta get some of y'all right as we keep rocking, man. So I got you, Ty. But yeah, man, Debo Dev is back, man. He is back. Hopefully it's Lynn Paro. That December 7th, Australia. Like I said, man, if he want to stick it to Eddie Hearn, if he dislike anything Ty hitting, I got you. Hold on. Let me see something. If you want to get back at him, the ultimate slap in the face is beat his fighter up. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Hold on, give me a second. All right, yeah. All right, he good. All right, yeah, you good. You unhit him. He back. Hey, Todd, type something in the chat to make sure you back good. I basically was good with it. It says, is there any fights this weekend? I don't think so, though. Hold on, I gotta double check, bro. Hold on, I might be tripping. Pacheco got a fight coming up, right? Rosie says Shakura's Cordita 99.99 comes with a free coupon. You got to pay your fare. Pay your fare. You know what I mean? Pay your fare. I'm gonna double check for you. I thought, yeah, Pacheco and Selecki. I knew I wasn't tripping. Appreciate you, Dr. Boxing Talk. Appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, man. Some people say they're trying to put him in a situation to do bad, but I say it's an opportunity to just do you, you know? That's why I say, man, it could be taxing to be a fighter, man. I hope long as he just go out there and worry about the job at hand. So there's a fight every weekend. Every now and then we get them little dead weekends though, Picasso. We get them ones, but they ain't hitting on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't hitting on nothing. You know, but yeah, Pacheco Selecki should be a good scrap. That's a good test for him, man. His defense got some holes in it. I don't know where exactly Selecki is at this point in his career and how much he really could present, you know, some resistance for this young man, but we're gonna find out. But Pacheco is a good fighter, good young fighter. But before we move past Lee and Paro and Dead, man, y'all gotta talk to me. Who y'all got, man? Who we got? Y'all smashed that like button for you, bro. Who we got? Oh yeah, he did. He got you by mistake, Ty. Got you by mistake, my guy. He got you by mistake. Oh, good. I got you. Get you right. I can take care. You already know. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. Much love. Appreciate that. Even if it's a trash car. Know what I'm saying? Paro all day. Y'all got Paro. Paro. Don, what it do, my guy? Don said, I got Paro, man. Paro, look. Think Devin Haney with the right game plan. Hold on. That reminds me. Got you too. Man, nah. Hell no. I mean, look. Harold got a real chance. He put together some wins that I'm impressed by. But Devin Haney got the tools, man. I'm gonna go with Dev. I'm gonna say if they make this fight December 7th, I'm gonna go with Dev. Debo Dev. You know what I mean? For the get back. I got Debo Dev for the get back. I think he could beat Lynn Paro, y'all. I think he got outboxed Lynn Paro. I really do. He put together a good game plan though, but I think he could do it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think he could do it. Thrill Head said Paro. My guy Dr. Boxing Talk said Paro. Dante Paro. Okay. Aisha talk to him, Queen. Dad. Tay said Dev. You know what I'm saying? I stay low key. So y'all think Paro beats Devin? Y'all smoking. Okay, talk to him. I stay low key. So you got Dev. That's another Dev. My brother Lonnie Lee said Paro. Samuel said Dev by UD. Talk to him, bro. Think the Water Walker could walk on this one. Think with the right kind of game plan because he ain't gonna give obviously different fight, much different stylistic fight than Matias, right? And you know, Paro's shown some versatility in there too, but I think Devin can box him. I think he can beat him in the chess match. I think he got outthink Lynn Paro in the chess match. Yeah, but that rehydration is something to think about. Dang, I can't forget about that. That might be a deal breaker, man. Boxing hacker. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate you, fam. Salute, brother. Just do. Hey, you know I was right yesterday. Little Dad will win if he comes back 100%. Shout out to Boxing Hacker, man. Appreciate that support, fam. Shout out to you. Look, man, 100% Dad definitely can win. Definitely can win. You know what I mean? But it's still a challenge if we just think about that rehydration. That's the biggest thing for me, because one would have to question how much time is he gonna have to spend focusing on maintaining or managing weight as opposed to game planning and strategy, right? That's gonna be important for a fight like this, because you're gonna need adequate time to be able to put your game plan and put your game plan in motion, because you're gonna need a good one to go out here and beat this.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Boxing Hack. I got you, man. I got you, my guy. I think Dad will pull it out. I think so too, man. Dad, my guy in that one. Must come ready to fight, yeah. Cash Sports, the box story, and my guy. What's good with it, bro? Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, look, think about it. Low key, he got his. I mean, the fight was tough, but he got his O back. Got his O back. So he fighting for his O again. He's still fighting for his O. It'll be a battle with some undefeated fighters for a belt. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good scrap. Come back, Debo Dev got it, man. Debo Dev got it, man. Steve Williamson said, Paro all day. I feel you. Pugilist said Haney getting underrated after Garcia fight. That's what we ain't going to do. We're going to keep it in perspective, Pugilist. Some people going to do that. Mars Dope said Devin. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess with Tessie said Paro. Devin should outbox him. I think he can outbox him, bro. I really do. I think he can outbox him. Millen Film said great fight because Paro likes to clinch too. And I think you can get him in a chess match. I really do. In a chess match, I think you can get him. You already know Dragons Assassins. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all smash the like button. Let's keep building, man. Let's keep building. Devin need to tune up first to get his confidence back. I don't think that's crazy to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's crazy to say. Kind of a test run kind of fight to see where you are mentally, right? It's not wrong with that, but I got a ton of respect if he find a way to make this fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but salute him 2 times for this, because he just you already know DBT. He just came off a grueling fight. It was a tough situation. Guy had Osterine in the system, knocked him down a bunch of times. He was embarrassed as hell. He had to deal with all that, you know what I mean? Those mental battles, questioning people, questioning himself. All that stuff is real. I believe that's I would imagine that was a grueling process for him, but if he's back in the mix, back training, then maybe he's processed the fight in and of itself, the whole situation, but he's able to move past it and perform well. You know what I'm saying? If his confidence is still intact, you get what I'm saying? He still believes in himself, he'll be fine. But again, like I said, I'm gonna want to see how he respond when his chin get tested, right? If he get hit, how you gonna respond? I mean, that's real. So ain't like, Paro's this devastating puncher, but he can crack, right? And he can box. He's a smart dude. He's familiar with pace and creating openings, right? The way he controlled Matias was very impressive, bro. He's physical. He's physical in there. So that's another thing. It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight. Sandor is not a good tuner for Devin. It's an ugly fight, I think, Sandor Martin. I think it's an ugly fight with Dev. Big Supreme with a do fan. Pack will touch Dev. It's how will Dev take it. Yeah, he definitely gonna touch him. If his confidence and chin is still intact. Because people say after the Ryan fight, well, I told you his chin was glass. I don't think whenever you get knocked down, I don't care how many times it is, even if you got knocked out by somebody that got a real punching power, I don't think that's an indictment on your chin as much as it is a testament to the power of Ryan Garcia. He's dropped plenty of people and knocked plenty of people out cold with that left hook. Devin Haney kept finding a way up. So I don't think he got a bad chin. But, one will question, you got to start factoring some things in here. Tough weight cut, struggling to make the weight, rehydration, weight limit. You think about draining your body of fluids. Maybe you get hit and your punch resistance ain't exactly the same. So there's just some questions there. There's just some questions that he's going to have to answer come fight night if this is in fact a fight that's on the table for him on the 7th of December. Russell Casey, what a do, fan. Better late than never. Yes, for sure. Salute to you, bro. For sure, rooting for Paro. Matias' face was swollen. He beat Matias up. He doesn't do well with southpaws. Yeah, man, that's the word. That's the word. 140 rehydration in Australia, coming off a devastating loss. No way Dad gets to UD. Put my money on Paro. I feel you, man. I'm rooting for him to bounce back. He got to. Dead by decision. I don't know if it's going to be a UD, but I got Dead by own points. I got Dead outpointing Liam Paro, going back to what he do, boxing, standing at the end of the jab, picking his body shots, using the ring, right? Just being smart, outthinking this guy. I got him going back to what got him to this level. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's a tall order, but that's what boxing is all about, man. It's all about that bounce back. I'm rooting for the young Hanos, man. I'm rooting for the young Hanos. Planet 619, what it do, my guy? Chin isn't glass, isn't the best. Ryan probably isn't the right person to test it again. That's a good point, bro. Right. Because he can punch. So if it were like a non-puncher that was knocking him all over the ring, I would maybe question the validity of the chin. But being that it was a real puncher, I think, in Ryan Garcia, and I believe Ryan Garcia has power in both hands. I just think he's a strong kid and his speed equals power. And he is fast with both hands. So he's a strong dude. And he was big too. He was healthy in that fight, man. He just was out of shape like hell, but he was punching. He was punching in that fight. See him beating Paro in Australia. I feel you, Big Supreme. That's why I love this conversation. I feel you. Paro likes to come forward and take punches. Dad would be too slick for Paro. Talk to him. Talk to him, low key. You know? I want to thank Devin Shakur to fight at Bear. Oh, at Bear Pinnacle. Where's that at? I got Debo Devin. Talk to him, Motown. I think Dev can get his lick back. I think he can get his career back. Cash Crypto, what's good with it, Cash? How you feeling, bro? It's Cateron Regis fight so far away. I think it got postponed, Tay. Somebody had an injury or something. I think it was Cateron. I think Cateron might have had some type of injury and it had to get postponed, I believe. He said Hydratos won't be powered up under the IBF rule. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, man. It is. Garcia would beat Paro too. Ryan. I say he had to knock him out. He had to knock him out. If he don't knock Paro out, he'll get outboxed, in my opinion. Because I think Paro is far more consistent and disciplined than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, to me, I don't trust him against a good boxer that's disciplined and dedicated down the stretch of a fight. From 1-6, that man dangerous as any fighter out there, right? Just about Ryan Garcia if he can catch you with something. But I think past 6, he kind of simmered down a little bit. He becomes easier to read. He makes more mistakes. Like I said, natural fatigue settles in a bit more. And then he just becomes more predictable, more hittable. Like if you see the last fight he was in with Devin Haney, like he didn't do nothing super special. Like he caught him early and he capitalized and all that. But for the most part, it was like rinse, wash, and repeat. He was throwing the same combinations, the same punches. He wasn't really, you get what I'm saying? He just had his man right where he needed him. You know what I'm saying? Because he buzzed him early, and I don't think he was ever the same after that. And see Devin beating George Cambosa in Australia. He did it twice, right? I knew he was going to scrape him. But look, I got faith in the young man in a tough fight. I don't know, maybe majority decision victory, but I think Dev got outboxed Liam Paro. I do. That's the most Ellis's now. Yeah, he do. He got hella Ellis's, bro. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for you, bro. Sub to the channel if you haven't, man. Nah, you Ryan alive, dog. At night with that left hook is something different, bro. Powell just looks slow to me. He definitely, he's not the fastest guy, you know what I mean, for sure, by any stretch, Liam Paro. But he's consistent. He's got good technique, like good fundamentals, right? Like those subtleties, those things that make you overall like a polished fighter. That's what he is to me. You know what I'm saying? Liam Paro is polished and he's good to go. And that's why I say he give anybody a good run for their money. You know what I'm saying? Or give you a good fight. But I do think Devin can beat him. But a lot is going to be, determined with how he looked on the bounce back. Bet on Black. Regis wasn't being Jack anyway. I don't know. Jack got to show me something, man. Yeah, Regis was pissed off, man. Regis was pissed off. He ain't like that. But Paro's a good fighter. Jack Carroll definitely is finna be Regis overseas. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that fight is a little closer than what people think. Why stylistically, I think the fight is a little more closer because the things that give Regis the most issue are not necessarily Jack Catterall's bread and butter to a degree, right? He's not necessarily looking to box and be clean. Jack Catterall don't mind mixing it up, and that might play into Regis's favor, right? He's not typically a guy that's trying to stay just predominantly on the outside and box and pick and poke. He'll mix it up. He'll exchange, what you've seen. He did it with Josh Taylor. This is how he fights, right? I seen how he looked against, who is this? Jorge Linares, I believe it was. So I'm not so sure that he beats Regis. I'm not so sure, bro. I'm not. He looked subpar against I think it was Jorge Linares he fought, and he looked very reluctant to just go for it. Like he was very, lackadaisical, right? Really wasn't going through the gears properly, right? He just was getting through it. That was one of those fights where he didn't really show the separation I was expecting to see in that. It was a fight that just went, right? It just lingered, and he was just a bit above him in that fight, not by much. It just wasn't a good performance. So he got to show me something, man. He got to show me something. And like I said, with his willingness to engage and want to fight back, as you've seen in multiple of his fights, he's going to give Regis opportunities to be successful. Now, my question is, where's Regis at and all this mentally, physically, and all that? Like, how much do we still want this, right? So, because that a guy like him, that matters a lot, I think. How much he still want to do this shit, A guy who blinks might get slapped by Ryan. Yeah, that invisible left hook is real. Yeah, that shit fast. He said Jack Catterall bums. Wonder why Haney went away. The WBC mandatory staying at 140. I don't get it. I ain't get it. If he was just going to come back and end up taking this fight. So I got a couple little things that make me think that the fight potentially might not happen. But like I said, if it does, it's a good one. Son of God, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Reason has exactly been on top of his game for a few fights. Yeah, for sure. So they in that boat where you want to see if Jack Catterall really is the guy that we seen against Josh Taylor. And is Regis going to be the same guy that we seen against Devin Haney, or is he going to kind of, recapture some of that flame? You know what I'm saying? Because I think another bad loss or something. I don't really know how much longer you continue to do it. So, and I like Regis. Shout out to him. The best hook since Tito Trinidad. Ryan he got a hell of a hook. Flawless mentality, Dr. Mark. Peace to the OG, man. Almost was getting worried, bro. Good to see the OG in the building, man. How you feeling? You should fight Taylor again, get his back with that loss, and I could have went for Regis. Yeah, it probably had never happened now, like the path that they're on, their careers are on, but it's like Josh Taylor is just crying to go to 47, but won't go. You know what I'm saying? Regis is, I think he could be one bad loss from probably saying he good on all this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he don't spark me as the kind of guy that wants to stick around and be some type of gatekeeper and just taking L's right from the young guys. I don't see Regis. I don't see that in the cards for him. So I think it's a proven fight for him with Catterall. And I think it's a proven fight for Catterall as well. Like, I think these dudes both, you want to see where they at. Because to be honest, they've had shaky performances in recent memory. So they both looking to kind of, regain some type of traction at 140, right? Within the division. So, because boxing, out of sight, out of mind. And you one bad performance and people start talking about you like you ain't never did nothing. So they both in this similar situation where you just want to see where they at. You know what I'm saying? How much Regis got left. How much, think the way he looks in that fight is going to determine how much longer he stick around. Catterall, on the other hand, he looked like he got a couple years, few years probably left. Maybe, who knows? Who Hitchens fighting? Seemed like he been the one on the show for a while. Remember, his last fight was against Gustavo Lemos. So I wonder, man, Hitchens should be getting back in there soon, though. You know what I mean? You want to capitalize off that win and just keep it moving. But I don't know. 140 is cool, man. Like I said, if Eddie Hearn could make this fight, good move for Debo Dad, man. Good move for Debo Dad, bro.
And me and Bill, we've been keeping this a secret a very long time. I'm actually Devin's biological father.
See, I really thought you were being serious there for a minute. You're gonna say you guys squashed it, or we talked about a fight coming, or...
No, I'm Devin's biological father.
Yo, Rolly is super slow. Devin, biological father. That man is a fool bad, man. He's a fool. Amateur Paris. Night and day, he was up on his toes, utilizing the whole rain, pumping his jab. Yo, Rolly is somebody need to lock him away, bro. This man.
Man, I feel bad for Crawford, man. I really do feel bad for Crawford. He's cheap. He's ugly as he can't sell a fight to save his
Oh my god.
And his best win is literally a 135-pound Gamboa who is overweight and honestly shouldn't even bent that weight class. That's his best win.
Yo, Rolly disrespectful, yo. He'll talk with a straight face about, like, he'll talk about the best fighters in the world like they straight trash. Yo, this man ain't accomplished a tenth of what they have, man. And Rolly, big Rolo. That's why you gotta love him, because he a fool, man. He's just pure comedy. I promise you, Ty, he is pure comedy, bro. The crying face was nuts, though. I thought that was kind of funny. So now I'm Devin's biological father. Like, yo, what? Like, who even asked you that? Like, bro, like, we ain't never, he sat up there and said that with a straight face, like we ain't never seen Bill before. You would have thought we never knew who Bill was, the way he sat up there talking about he's somebody's father. I'm like, yo, this guy, man, he is a character, man. And I appreciate it because he lacked some things in skill or whatever. He picked up boxing pretty late. He was doing some other type, what was it, judo, martial arts, something he was doing before. The fact that he here is a blessing, I think, for Rolly. So I think out of any fighter, he genuinely is enjoying the most of his moments. He gonna have fun, bro. He don't give a damn. Rolly gonna have fun. One way or the other, he gonna have fun, bro. Hey, Rod Walker. Hey, Rod, he'll sit there with a straight face, man. Crawford, man, he's so chinny, man. He was like insecure. Oh my God, man. This boring fighter, man. He puts you to sleep. Somebody got to put the compilation together of Rolly trolling the fighters, bro. He be talking crazy, man. Big Rolo got a make or break fight coming up, too. Big Rolo got a make or break fight coming up on, I think he on the Canelo undercard. He got a real he better win. He better win that fight. I'll tell you that. He better win that fight. Everyone asleep. That's not in the ring. Yo, I'm telling you, Tay, he was going in on my guy. And dog, what it do? He was like, secure. Oh my God. I was like, damn, that's how you feel. That's how Tank being Debo Dad. When? Which one? Dad gonna do his thing? Yeah, Motown. All jokes aside, I got faith in him. Why I say that, one of the real reasons why I got faith in Devin Haney as a fighter is his commitment to the gym and the ring, right? His commitment in the gym. He worked hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? He's made no mistake. For as much weight as he might pick up in between fights, when it's time for that dude to hit training camp, he hit the ground running. And he worked his ass off. So I think anybody that's dedicated like that to the sport is always going to get themselves a very, very good chance to bounce back from any situation, right? It's not the first time he faced adversity, right? He got wobbled in a Linares fight at the end of the 10th, I believe it was. But this was real adversity, right? This is him getting embarrassed, him getting knocked all around the ring, him not looking his best at all, right? So he bouncing back from all of that. And I believe mentally he can do those things, right? He putting the right work in. You know what I'm saying? It'd be interesting to see if he thinking about bringing somebody else in outside of his dad. Yeah, you know that Barroso fight wasn't supposed to be his, Kaz. They took that from Big Watch Barroso, man. But Pitbull Cruz righted that shit. Rolly's future is commentating as an influencer. I'm telling you, he got a future. Content creating. No rehydration and unification. Black belt. Ain't a unification, though. Remember, Dad was champion in recess. I don't think he coming back with the belt. I think he got dibs to fight for a title, like exactly what he doing. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he I don't think there's no unification. And again, from what I read in this whole article, it never mentioned unification. So, but you are right. If it is a unification, yeah, you won't have to worry about that, which would be good for him. So, look, I'm not against it. I want to be clear. It's just to my knowledge, I don't think this is a unification fight. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And if it is, that's better for him. Then he don't have to worry about it. But I don't think it is. Antonio King, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Dr. Boxing Talk becoming a new member, man, supporting the grind. Much love. Shout out to all the channel members and shout out to the newest channel member, Dr. Boxing.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate that, family. And Drew Gray, what it do? Drew, how you feeling, bro? Said when Mel coming back and it's all done with the side quest. Mel Charlo said he was coming back. He didn't put no date on it. Mal Charlo also said something about coming back. Same thing, no date on it. But I think if I had to take a pick out of the two, if I had to say which one would come back, it would probably be Mel, right? He still got he can come back and do some damage. I think at 154, I really do. Mr. and Pride, what it do, my guy? The Rolly Podcast, I'll be subscribed. I feel you. Me too, Akello. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not rock out with Big Rolo? Big Rolo the Dawn, man. Big Rolo the Dawn, man. Big Rolo is cool with me, y'all. I don't got an issue with Big Rolo, man. I think he's a funny dude. I think he's a funny guy, man. Appreciate you, man. Much love to you, man. Ain't no takes, no tune-ups. Hey, look, this won't be a tune-up. If he take this fight with with Paro, definitely not a tune-up. He can mess around, get tuned up if he ain't focused the right way, right? So hopefully everything is on the up and up with him. And he could come back and make this fight. Like I said, December 7th sound like a good time to come back. I'm glad he didn't take no year or no 2 years off. He need to be active. The more active he is, the better, I think, for his career. He's still young. He definitely could bounce back. It's not the end of the road for him. And if he's starting with Liam Paro, I think that's the start of something good for him if he can go out there and win, especially in an impressive fashion, get his hand raised again. You know, wash off, you know, some of that dirt off him from that last fight. You get what I'm saying? Go out there and get a real win, a quality win over a current champion that's coming off a big win, coming off a couple good wins. Knocked out Montana Love, beat up Matias, the monster, and Devin Haney coming off a Ryan Garcia situation. 6 months, he come back into the game and dethrone him. Go over there to Australia for the third time. You know what I'm saying? Be 3-0 in Australia in the down under. Beat up Eddie Hearn fighter, snatch the belt, become a 2-time world champion at 140, and go right up to Eddie Hearn and hold the belt up. And you got the last and tell Eddie, man, now you got the juice. You get what I'm saying? Straight like that. Stick it for everybody that felt like he been wrong at Devin Haney, did him dirty, he was talking crazy, he threw him under the bus. He's also providing the opportunity for Devin to be able to stick it to him and get the last laugh. And I always felt like the first laugh is cool, but the last one is always better. And I'm pretty sure Devin, if he thought this out, maybe he see it that way. You know what? He been talking crazy, but you know it's just business with Eddie, man. But you go out there, like I said, beat up his fighter in Australia, take his strap. Now you got the juice. You get what I'm saying? Now you got the juice. So I hope that's something that could happen. Hopefully December 7th they make this fight happen and we can get it. You know what I mean? Because I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. But let's keep rolling, man. Aside from this, it's been a lot of talk. CJ Rich, what it do, my guy? Bishop. Tell him you got the juice. You know what I'm saying? Tell him you got the juice. But in some other news, right? We've been talking about this fight for the last few days now since, you know, we've been seeing Brian Norman Sr. doing his due diligence, making his rounds on these podcasts, doing these different interviews and stuff. And they've been very adamant about wanting to boost Ennis fight. Now, yesterday I told you there was a video out where he talked about being 99% sure that the fight would happen, right? Now he's saying, you know, he's very sure that that this fight could happen. They close to working it out. So, you know, my question to the people, simply put, like, who's going to be to blame if Ennis and Norman is not the next fight? But on top of that, we got some potential opponents if they don't fight each other, and we already know who that is, and it's not good news. I'm letting y'all know that now. So there you go. There you go. Potential other, or should I say likely opponents if they don't fight each other. And up top is definitely the fight that we all want. It's the fight we all want. But I just don't know if boxing gonna deliver this one to us, man. Something about it just seemed like I want to be optimistic. You know, I mean, I want to, you know, believe that Brian Norman Sr. feels like this is gonna happen, but I don't know, man. But you know, I did hear that Boots is not fighting Karen. And this will be a perfect time to not fight Karen. Like, this is not a fight he need. Just think about something. The whole reason he got Boots is to grow his profile, grow his name, and put him in situations to not only be successful, but to look good being successful, right? While doing it. So I just don't feel like after we seen the first Karen fight, I just don't feel like that fight puts him in a position to do that. And even if he beats him, even if he stops him, like, all it is, all right, you stopped the guy that you didn't stop the first time, but it doesn't really do all that much for you. Boots said it himself, like, look, he a little tired of all this. He don't want no backwards fight, bro. He want titles. He's here for titles. Like, that's all that's on his mind. And when you got one prep right up there on the pedestal, when you got Brian Norman Sr. very adamant about how they'll take this fight, you know what I mean? I think it'll be a disservice not to make it happen, bro. It'll be a disservice. Like, what is it gonna take? Nobody in the world wants to see. Karen don't even want to see Boots, man. I don't know nobody want to see this fight, but Karen, should I say? Don't nobody want to see this, but Karen. No disrespect to him. He had 12 rounds to show us that he actually wanted to beat Boots. He gonna have a tough time convincing me that the second time around he will really try to beat him. All of a sudden, like, I just don't see it, and I don't think, you know, if Eddie is trying to stay true on his word and develop Boots and, you know, make him this guy, you got to get him fights that of substance, that makes sense, that people care about. A unification bout. The man brought over, I was there in Philly. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the JBT family. Everybody that was in Philly. We was in the building. Shout out to my bro D for the win. He was in the building. That man brought out over 14,000 people fighting David Avanesian, y'all. You get what I'm saying? Now you telling me in a unification, you never know, man. I think they need to build on this momentum, especially if you can find a way to make this in Philly again. A unification in Philly, man. Get Karen up out of here. No slight, no disrespect to Karen, bro. But them 12 rounds left a very bad taste in my mouth. You want to talk about this running that people talk about? I'm still not gonna say he ran, but he did not try to beat Boots at all. He did not. That's not the type of fight that would ever beat a guy like Jaron, and it's moving that much. So again, I don't want to see that in no title fight for sure. I don't want to see no run and rematch. I haven't seen anything Karen's done since losing the Boots that would make me say, damn, he should be. I don't even understand how he did mandatory. So I don't know, man. That fight stink. I'm gonna just call it what it is. And that's in large part due to Karen and his antics. We can't trust that he's gonna really come out here and try to beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough sell. We talking about moving forward, right? Upwards mobility, growing this guy profile, making more people aware of Boots Ennis. You know what I mean? This is not the fight that does that. The one at the top is. Call it what you want. Brian Norman could be like an unsung hero at this point. Win, lose, or draw. They young. Either guy could bounce back from a loss. It won't be the end of the world. Brian Norman is still in a position, if you just look at 147, to even possibly reclaim a title if he was to so happen to lose. Either guy, right? So I don't know, man. I don't see no reason why you can't make this fight. I'm tired of the politics, the BS. If he's not going to get Stanionis, if he's not going to get Barrios, remember, you made offers to these people. You can't let all three of them go sour and put Boots in the ring with Karen in Philly, bro. You cannot do that. Nobody is going to want to see that, but they still going to show up for Boots. I'm sure of it. But again, just think about if you put them in there with somebody that need to be in there with them. A unification. You telling people, man, y'all hometown hero Boots Ennis is about to bring it back to Philly in a unification against the young, hungry Brian Norman. hard-hitting Brian Norman, a dog in Brian Norman. Inexperienced, but nonetheless a dog, very willing to fight and ready to rumble, man. That's all, man. If Boots gonna sleep him, if people feel like that, then we still need to see it. But either way, man, I think that's the fight. It's the best fight for both of these dudes, respectfully. You know what I mean? Asking for that turkey money to get it done. Yeah, if he has to. You get what I'm saying, Aisha? He got to do something. Or this a fail for Boots. This gonna be a fail. If you don't get Boots a fight, you don't get Boots one of these unification. So you got 3 guys. You send 3 offers out, and you're not about to secure none of them. I ain't trying to blame you, but you know, like, well, whose fault is it at this point? You gonna let this shit be over money, and then you gonna let one of your premier talents have to fight a Karen? Man, Chuckadazi in again, man. Hell nah, bro. I don't know. Hell no. Norman versus Karen and Boots versus Rashidi first. Busy you segued me into something. I'm gonna play a video. Shout out to Mill City. He had Brian Norman Sr. on. And he had Speedy Rashidi. Speedy Rashidi is somewhat in the mix. Shout out to Flawless Mentality, the OG, man. Can't run, but he damn sure wasn't doing the walls. Right, he wasn't trying to win. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the plug, Max Machine in the building. That's my guy. What's good with the dub? BJ33, what's good with the family? How you feeling? Shout out to my guy, man. He the one that I said that to you the other day before they started releasing who Abdullah Mason other opponent was, right? Because he right back in the mix for that November 8th card, that Keyshawn Davis card. So I like the fact that they're keeping him active, keeping him busy, man. Shout out to Abdullah Mason, man. He on the right path for sure. Jay Cuervos, if it comes to pass. Epic Fab with the Human Facts Machine in the building. Yeah. Dub always got this carrying his cross country strong. He had his win all the way up. Lungs expanded. Yeah, man. He made it his business to survive that fight, and he did it. It seemed like that was his sole purpose, to survive that fight. So if we just talk about outcomes and potential fights, man, I would much rather see the obvious fight. But something tells me that it seemed like a little premature for the fight. I ain't gonna lie. The situation is calling for it, right? The opportunity seemed like it's right there, but man, I wonder if Eddie gonna be able to deliver on this one, man. Because it's tough. I mean, there's no other fights that make sense for Boots other than unifications, or it's a waste of time to be at 47 for real. And that's why you got a lot of people saying they feel like he should just go up. You get what I'm saying? And I get that, but I also understand he want to chase down them belts. But Eddie Hearn gotta make some shape, man. He gotta try to make something happen for him. At least do his absolute best, man, to make one of these unifications a reality for him. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because other than that, I don't know, man. I just don't want to see Karen in there again with Boots. I don't think that's gonna be fun. It ain't gonna be entertaining at all. I just don't see it, man. It ain't gonna be fun to watch. You get what I'm saying? It's a tough fight. So, but then again, like I said. Yeah, it'd be good for Derek and McQueen, but it's not the worst thing for Brian Norman. Like, all right, let me, because I'm being a little selfish. You know, I'm only talking about what I want, what I rather prefer. Let me make sure I be just do and speak on the other side of it. The other side of it is not the end of the world. At the end of the day, Boots is over there to be active, but he also wants unifications. If you can get one out of the 2 things that you're looking to get, maybe it's not so bad, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to be 100% satisfied if he has to fight a Karen as opposed to Brian Norman, right? Some people say these 2 dudes don't really want to fight each other right now. For whatever reason, I don't believe that. I think Boots is in a position where he want to fight for titles, and nobody could convince me otherwise. You get what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn has to do his job to make sure he can make this fight a reality. If not, then next man up. At least you get your fighter a bag, get him seen again, maybe put him back in Philly. Maybe he bring out a large turnout again. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. For Brian Norman, some feel like, you know, he's at a different stage, obviously a much earlier stage, despite the number of fights. Still feel like he had a different point in his career than Boots. For that reason, they get Boots the edge, right? But anything could happen in the fight. Brian Norman got will. I think anything that he might lack and skill or whatever it is right now, he make up for it in will, heart, determination, things like that, right? I don't think Brian Norman got no quit in him either. So if they can mix it up and he fight this guy, Derek Cuevas, look, it's cool for him because it's experience for him. It's an opportunity to defend the title. Like, make no mistake about it, I think one of the most difficult title defenses that he could make being a new champion is against a guy like Jaron Ennis. If you're being honest, I think he's the most difficult guy out of any of the champions. I think he is the guy to beat at 147 because of what I've seen from him, right? I've seen him prove it and do it more times, right? So I believe in what Boots is. So I think he is, that is a very, very tough fight in the first, well, that'll be a unification. Title defense, same difference, right? You know what I mean? That's a tough out. So it's not all bad if Brian Norman doesn't fight Boots for him, right? He can go on and defend his title, get more experience, get more airtime, things like that. Opportunity to continue to grow. It's not all bad, right? But I wouldn't mind at all seeing them two mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Fans be mad if Karen is ordered to fight the winner of Boots versus Norman. Ooh, I like that. No. He ain't going nowhere. IBF mandatory ain't going nowhere. No. No. And you know what, though? It's interesting that you said that. Look, I want to put it in perspective. I wouldn't be mad, right? If Boots got to fight Karen next, it is what it is. But I would hope that the reason that happens is because they had no other choice rather than they sent offers to all the champions and then all of them were claiming that they didn't get offers or their low ball offers, right? I would hate for that to be the storyline. So listen, for me, I'm cool if he has to fight Karen. If Eddie Hearn, the promoter, did everything in his shoes and his power to secure him one of those other bigger fights, right? The more meaningful fights. If he did his job, his due diligence, right, and it didn't come to fruition for one reason or another, but it wasn't nothing that he lacked on his side, I'm cool with it, I'm cool. It is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, how he's mandatory, is I don't even know. I don't be keeping up with the rankings. I need to start keeping up with him, but I ain't here to complain, right? It just ain't my most favorable pick for Boots, right? But we seen it once. I won't die watching it again, but it's just better options, right? You just want to see these dudes, right? Because again, you just got to hear more of the same. And you got people still calling Boots hype with 32 fights in, right? It's frustrating. It's annoying. So that's why I like to see him get put in a situation where he can continue to move forward and not be stuck or stagnant or held back by lack of good opponents. You know what I'm saying? Good competition. I just hate that for him. Unification, Karen. Blues Clues. Shout out to Irvin, man. Let's hope Karen loses his next fight so he could drop in the rankings. I'm telling you, salute to my baby girl, Miss Just Do. The Clean is in the building. How you feeling? Don't work too hard. You match people would accept, it would be him versus Vila because Vila comes to fight. Right. And he got his ass beat the first time. P. Hunter, my guy, was good with it, bro. Bro's my favorite fighter, not because of skill, because he's straight comedic enjoyment. Yeah, he is. See how fast IBF stripped Canelo at the IBF or the Skull. Facts. Yeah, that did come rather quick. So yeah. I get your point. I get your point, man. I get your point. That's why I say it's not all bad, right? Unification is always better, but getting your mandatory out the way so it don't come back to kind of be an issue for you later. I could get it because IBF seem to follow their rules. I guess the most strict, right? They stick to their rules. So yeah, they'll strip his ass. So yeah, you can't just avoid your mandatory, right? I mean, again, you got to get him out the way, get him out the way. But for me, for boxing, I love that Brian Norman. Boots in his talk. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It came out of nowhere, but I love it. Max said Boots is it at 147. Yeah. CJ would it do, man. He is, man. He is. I think he's the guy to beat. You know what I mean? I think it's his division to win because he's the most polished guy there to me. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the most versatile guy, most put together guy there at the time. You know what I mean? I got this video with Speedy Rashidi in it talking to Brian Norman Sr., man. We're going to get into this, man. Is there a world where Ellis can knock off Karen and get him out the way? I would love it, right? But I think the problem is where has Rashidi Ellis been and what's his current situation like, right? Because recent memory, I seen him in the TCL. You get what I'm saying? I seen him fighting in the TCL. So I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It seemed like after the Villa fight, he ran into a similar situation that he did after he beat Alexis Roach when he was over there. Was that Golden Boy? It seemed like they shelved him after a good win. Seemed like he come over to this side. He get a couple quick wins, get in there with Vila, get that fight taken from him late. Did get knocked down, kind of let it go a little late, but I still thought he won. And then we ain't seen him since then. And then the next time I seen him, he in the TCL fighting over there. So I don't know exactly what his situation is. I would love to know. I like Speedy Rashidi, man. Good fighter. Good fighter, entertaining fighter. And he's a good, that's an opponent that I think people need to speak more about for Boots. That's a good match because it's somebody I think that can match him physically, like skillfully. He can match him from an athletic standpoint. He can match him a bit, right? It'll be a good back and forth between them two. But I think Ellis just got to get back in the mix. I'm not sure if he left or what. I don't know exactly what his situation is, but I know, like I say, he been over there in the TCL, Team Combat League. D for the win, my God. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? I think Norman Jr. need a couple more fights before he get in the ring with Boots. That's why I say it's not all bad if Norman doesn't get Boots, right? I think this is how I see it. Looking at it on both sides, I think for Boots obviously need a fight like a Brian Norman fight because the title that comes with it, you know what I mean? And the quality of opponent and Brian Norman. You know, he getting some respect right now. People respect him after his last one. So, you know, I think he needs it for those reasons, right? To elevate his profile, to satisfy his appetite at 147. I think he needs unifications. Brian Norman being a newer champion, they both fairly new champions, right? But Brian Norman, I think, having less experience, he doesn't need it as bad as Boots need it right now, right? They, you know, Boots a little bit, you know what I mean, ahead. And I think Brian Norman is trying to gain some more ground. So it seemed like Boots would need the opportunity more so than Brian Norman. It wouldn't hurt Brian Norman to be able to get more experience. So to fight the dude, Derek Cuevas, or whatever his name is, it wouldn't be a bad thing, right? Experience is you know, we're great for a young fighter, especially him being only 23 years old. So new champion. Like I said, get a different test, different look in front of you, title defense, keep building on your momentum and things like that. It's not a bad thing but for Boots. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like it's not make or break for B Norman, but more so for Boots because of the situation. Like nothing else makes sense for him. You know what I mean? If Brian Norman is put in title defenses, right, nobody's tripping as much as they would with Boots because you feel like he already didn't get a chance to fight one of the top tier champions and Bud and Spence, right? That slipped by him. So now that the belts start getting dispersed, now that other guys have belts, you going to tell me this guy is not going to get an opportunity to fight these other champions as well? He just got to keep fighting those runner-up guys. Like, it's tough. So I feel like for Boots, he needed more so than Brian Norman. Brian Norman could use more experience. That won't help. You know what I mean? That won't hurt, should I say. But Boots need them opportunities. I shouldn't have to pay Norman close to $1 million and carrying 6 figures in order to fight Boots next. Question is, are they willing to pay that next? And that's a good question. That's what I was asking, man. So is he going to let it come down to money, Dub? You think, you know? Because Eddie Hearn be talking like he'd be willing to spend his money, you know? That's a fair question. That's a real question. Is they willing to pay it? You know what I'm saying? Is they willing to pay it? I mean, but you know what? And that's a great question, Dub. But my question would be for Eddie Hearn, right? If that's something you have to do next, is that worth the price? Is the money worth, you know, potentially elevating Boots a little bit more in his career? Like, is it worth it for you, making him more of a name by getting him a unification fight, especially if you can make it for him in Philly? So you know what I'm saying? So like that's the question. But are they willing to spend that money? You know what I mean? With the ideal that it'll be putting their fighter, one of their best talents, as he put it, in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? Is he willing to make that sacrifice for Boots? Has Boots, quote unquote, pledged his loyalty enough, as he so you know, cautiously put it? You know what I mean? Is he Did he pledge his loyalty enough for Eddie Hearn to be willing to, you know, spend some money? You know what I mean? What Mario Barrios doing? I don't know. I heard he got an offer too. He said they all got offers. Step aside for who though? Got to be a financial benefit on the other side, right? Right. And then somebody say something about Karen saying ain't taking no step aside money or something. It's a tough situation, man. It's just you want to see the fights, but you just don't know how these dudes gonna play it. Cause I think, man, I don't know, man. It just sounds crazy, right? The guy, he a champion now. He brought about, like I said, over 14K. It was reported to fight Enis at the Wells Fargo. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like you want to build on that. So is it worth it? Look, you know what I'm saying? Like I say it is, man. I hope they see fit to make something happen. Cause I don't know how does sound to y'all that you send out offers to all the champions and none of them go through. Like, that's crazy. This is tough, man. That's tough. That's tough. But let's talk about this. Let's play some of this, man, from B Norman from Mill City. They had Rashidi Ellis on here speaking of Brian Norman Pop. So let's see what they was talking about.
We got the one and only from Lynn, Massachusetts, one of the fastest hands in boxing. We here live with Brian Norman Sr. And Rashidi Ellis.
So let me get out. I wish you to let me get out what I need to say before you bring the country motherfucker on. But I'm gonna get it out anyway. Hold on a second.
Kevin King, what's good?
Hold on. That's why I said I wish you to say it first. Hold on. That's why I said we should have told me first. Let me get out what I got to say first, real quick, and then you talk whatever the fuck you want to say.
He's
where you son at? Where you son at, bro? Don't let you
cook. He's gonna definitely let you cook.
That's why I really wish you had a, you know what I'm saying, before you brought this motherfucker on, because I wanted to address some things first, right? You ready?
All
right.
Why you talking to your little son?
First of all, my son ain't said shit to you. My son don't even know. My son cares nothing about you. You won't hear my son say nothing about you, bro. He don't give a fuck about you.
There's Brian Norman Sr. and Rashidi Ellis, y'all.
You're literally nobody to him. He's not gonna bring you up. He's not gonna address you. What are you to address to him? I'm the one that beat that ass. You will be okay. So watch this. You will beat that ass. So let's do this. First of all, let me go back and explain how we got where we at today. So
I was trying to come nice, but you came aggressive.
I didn't. That's why I want to explain. That's why I want to explain how we got here today. I'm glad you said it, because so we can lead up to that. That's why I wish you would have left your ass off until I said this. So what happened was the other day when I was asked, you know, what about Rashidi Ellis? I was like, nah, he's not good enough name, big enough name, woo, this and that. Now Rashidi jumps in and they was like, yeah, no, he be roaching this. I really didn't know that. I ain't pay attention. I'm like, yeah, you know, that is good. That's cool. So I started live with, yeah, we make it do that. So now we jump on another live with my man on X, on Twitter, whatever. I can't think of his name right now. We jump on with him. Rashidi, respectfully, I'm thinking, jumps in the comments, asks questions. I'm like, yeah, we willing to do that. We cool. Yeah, we can do that. Sound good. Because I'm thinking about what you said to me the other day, Neil. Like, you know, that do make sense. That's cool. We can revisit that. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can fight. We were sick. I said everybody deserves a chance. Everybody deserves a shot. You know, I don't believe in people being in boxing for a lot of years and not getting a chance, not getting a shot. I said what I said, and I was very fucking genuine about what I said, right? Do you remember me saying that, Rashidi?
I really can't stand boxing.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, this is my first time even talking to you.
You said that with us with Zab.
No. I was on X. No, it was on X. When you just on X Live the other day, one of your boys was on X Live. I can't think of who it was on Twitter, on Twitter Spaces or whatever the other day. That wasn't you?
I was one of my boys.
One of your boys. Somebody said they were like, well, yeah, it was one of your boys. They were like, ask him. Whoever your boys is, they were like, what you think about fighting Rashidi? I was like, yeah, I can do that. Whatever. I thought it was you. I thought they said you was there too. Bottom line, I said, yeah, but no, they asked you this question, and you said, you brought it up. You said, nah, he was just talking shit. No, I don't think it's for real. You don't remember just saying that when Neil said this? I said that.
Yeah, because I think y'all just talking shit.
So watch this. So you did hear what I said when I said we would give you a chance.
No, I didn't. I addressed to what he asked me, and I think y'all talking shit.
About we'll give you a chance?
Yeah, you guys will fight me.
So check this out right here. First of all, back to what I was saying. I respect what it said. Wait a minute. Back to what I was saying. I respect. No. I respect what it said to the man. Yo, what up? Too much going on. It's too much going on. I don't know what the hell going on now. I can't see nobody with you.
I need my phone. I need my phone. Get on.
All right, Rashidi, let Brian Norman get his shit off real quick.
All right, so I don't know who else on right now. So check this out with Rashidi.
Brother, that's his brother. That he's
Appreciate what it do, my guy.
Okay, cool. Okay, so with Rashidi, I said, whoever I told, yeah, now we'll give him a shot. We'll do this and we'll do that. And I heard the question asked by me. They was like, I think somebody said that they told him that we would. Like, he just talking shit. I don't think he for real with it. First of all, I'm very that's what's so the problem with the world today. They don't understand what real and fake is. I don't sit nowhere in lie. I don't do this shit y'all young motherfuckers do. I don't know how to lie, bro. I tell the fucking truth. And that's whether it's good or bad. Because I don't know you. I assume y'all just talking shit. So I'm just saying, I ain't nobody talking shit. If I say I don't know, I'm gonna do it. Check it out. So fast forward. The disrespect. Let me get that easy work. All that bullshit right there. Well, you know what? Let me take back what I said. Wait. So I say, you know what? I peeped that. Like, I lend my hand to him. He bite that motherfucker and come on with it. Let me get that easy work. And these niggas on here like they cooking me and shit. Like, they cooking my son. Like they cooking my son and shit. I'm like, that thing, that's what it is. I tell you what. Let me take this hand back. Let me take this hand back and let me cook his sorry ass for a bit. You got a motherfucker that's been in boxing since 2013. He's 31 motherfucking years old. My son was 12 years old when your ass went pro. 12, motherfucker. You've been in boxing since 2013. And now here it is, 11 years later. 11 years later, my son did what you've been trying to do. For 11 fucking years, he did it since he got in box when he was 17 years old. He went pro when he was 17 years old. Fuck you and your goddamn chance. Make your way up. You're not ranked anywhere. You're not ranked in nothing. You're not ranked in nothing, sir. How are you not ranked nowhere? Nowhere. I was going on top season for and shit. Like what? You're not ranked anywhere.
I've been inactive, but once I get back, I bet you I'll tap your son. I'll beat your son's ass. Easy way.
You can't even get a shot. You talking? You gotta make it there. Make it there. It's been 11 years. What year you gonna make it there? What year you gonna make it there? What year are you gonna make it? It's been 11 years.
You've been
2025.
For 11 years.
2025. Nigga, pull up. 2025.
Senior 2025, right? So check it. Remember, if he won that Villa fight, right, he was gonna fight Boots, the fight that you guys are locking in right now.
Hey, guess what? You mean if I was rich.
They took that fight from Steve. They took that fight from him.
If I was a girl, like what the fuck if? What the fuck if? It's a whole bunch of ifs. If don't mean shit. If don't mean shit, but the man has had a chance to prove it. He can't even get signed anybody, bro. I asked the question to the guy that was on, said, he signed anybody? And I was like, well, I was being very respectful. Whoever I was talking to on the X Spaces, I was being very respectful and I was being very genuine. I was like, who signed to?
I don't know. I'm anything about that. I was
one of your partners speaking on your behalf, and it was very calm and very cool. Listen, so I'm being very respectful and cool. So I was like, now who he signed to? They was like, well, he's not signed nobody else, but he got something coming up. All right, we're cool with shit. Maybe if he can work it out and we, you know what I'm saying, maybe we can work it out and he can get signed to somebody or we can get him, you know, to be somebody that doesn't, we'll reach back because I believe everybody deserves a change. That's what I said, because I'm just a genuine dude and I really do believe that shit.
Damn, you talking fast.
Come on with the disrespect. Oh, yeah, let me get that work. When nigga ain't nobody ever said your name, motherfucker. We ain't never said your name. Who the fuck are you? We ain't never said your fucking Rashidi Ellis. Who did Rashidi Ellis be? He be wait. Let's say who Rashidi Ellis is. He's the guy that made a unanimous decision. Wait. This is his only win. This is his only notable win. He beat Alexis Rocha, the guy that my son just cooked, knocked the fuck out.
I beat the first.
You beat him, but this nigga demolished him. And my son came back and demolished him. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You ain't nobody.
I beat him first, though.
You ain't you're nobody. You beat him. That's not us. Look how far that is away from us. Yo, my care about you. My son would never. He wouldn't. My son don't care about you. He don't care about this. How many fights you got? Oh, 30. You said 30 fights. 30. Anything else you could just what? Because I'm transparent, motherfucker. Anything else you want to know? 30 fights, nigga. What? Oh shit, bro. I ain't ashamed of nothing I ever been through. What I've been through is what made him who he is. The world champion, youngest in boxing today. You know, something you couldn't do in 11 years, motherfucker. Couldn't even make it to that point. Say something. I'm doing that kid, though.
He won't let Rashidi live about that championship.
That's what everybody say. Motherfucker, been 11 years, old ass. I ain't everybody. This nigga definitely my age. So I'm doing that shit. And
TM was good, bro.
I'll beat your son ass to like I'm his dad. Guess what? You gotta make it there. You can't even make it there. So whatever, bro. I doubt we ever see you because I'm not giving you no chance, no motherfucker. So you'll never make it there. You'll never make it there. Just go from the bottom looking up. Ooh, I wish I'm gonna do this. Go from the bottom looking up, country ass nigga. Don't you ever come on and disrespect my boy like that. We ain't said nothing to you. My son ain't said nothing to you. He ain't said shit to you. He ain't addressed you nothing, nigga. Country motherfucker. Yeah, keep it like that. Oh, it's like that. Something wrong with you. It's like that. Keep it like that. It's like that. Nah. Stop wriggling your face. What the fuck you gonna do? Come to the pad and slap me in the face or something? You gonna pit a pad on some shit? What the fuck you gonna do about it? What are you talking about, nigga? Anyway, I cook this motherfucker. Let me cook them other two niggas. But this motherfucker right here, he can say whatever you want to say. That shit done. I ain't got shit to say to you, bro. It's done. I just want to come over here and address your motherfucking ass. I need to cook two other niggas.
Pops going in. Teach what up.
Cook two other country niggas. I ain't got nothing to say to him. So you can do whatever you got. I'm done talking to you, bro. I'm done talking to you. Like shit. Now you just saying shit.
So, senior, questions. I got some questions, right? So, you know, as far as Rashidi is concerned, how would that fight play out, even if it was to happen? Because, you know, we all know he's a world-class fighter. He's proven that already. Your son is a world champion. So, I mean, in your eyes, looking at the stylistic, matchup itself, what do you see?
So honestly, the first time I ever seen Rashidi Ellis fight was when he got his ass whooped on the field. When he first got his ass on my son, I had seen hearing about him. So
Country Ninja calling somebody else country.
I can't. She can't even hear you.
The service again. It'll get a little better. I don't know.
Yes, I think that was it because his service went out.
Don't worry, we're not gonna create your Wi-Fi
tag for that. Shouldn't get less than $1 million.
I should be good. I'm good now.
Now you're good.
All right,
it looked like you was off.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi back. All right, check this out. Check this out right here. So the first time we seen the fight was when he fought Roman Villa when he cooked his ass. So I thought I was looking at it, I was watching the fight. Anyway, so I remember seeing it. I was like, that's my first time ever seeing the fight. I had been hearing about him and everything else. So I was, like with my son.
Right.
So I like to look at the fights and dictate how the fight's gonna go. And I was like, he was punching and he was punching a lot, but he was doing more so fighting Roman Villa off. Like that nigga.
We got the one and only.
That was the end of that, man. I think they did another part, but I listen. I like Speedy Rashidi Ellis, man. It's a tough call because it's like he gonna play that game with him. I guess he felt like because he initially basically what he was saying was he was on Twitter Spaces, the X space, Twitter Space, and he said it came up. What do you think about fighting Rashidi Ellis? He said, should they fight somebody in the WBO, get ranked, whatever, like he'd give him a shot. Everybody deserve a chance, but I guess Rashidi Ellis said, man, give me that work, the easy work or something. I guess he took that as disrespect, but that's just fighter talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's nothing personal, right? Yeah, you called your son easy work. See, my thing is in boxing, when you can actually do something about the name calling and somebody trash talking, you actually can fight. It's like they get offended by it and they use that as a reason not to fight the guy and say, well, you disrespected me here because you said I'm easy work. It's like I want to hear that you want to prove that you ain't easy work, if anything, rather than you being, you know, offended by it, right? You just talking some shit. So look, I know Speedy Rashidi been out the mix a little bit since the Roman Villa fight, but a good fight is a good fight, man. Make no mistake, if he fought Brian Norman in their next, if they fought each other in their next fights, it'd be a banger. It'd be a good fight, man. I just want to see Rashidi get back in the mix. Seem like every time he get an opportunity, it's a setback, right? He beat Alexis Roaches, which should have been a good thing. He goes on his shelf. Then he comes back for a while, get a couple quick wins. You know, tough loss that I think they took from him, and you know, with Roman Villa, right? And then he been MIA for a while, and then you seen him pop up in the TCL. Now you seen him kind of peek his head back out. Rashidi Ellis need to get back in the mix, man. That's a good fighter, man. That's a damn good fighter. A lot of speed. People say he can't punch. I think he got more power than people give him credit for. Roman Villa just got a brick for a head. You know what I'm saying? And Boots was punching through the target. Different type of fighter, so he was able to get him out of there. But hey, man, I like it, man. I personally do like this matchup, man. Some got to shake, but like I said, at the end of the day, if Boots and Norman don't find themselves in the ring with each other, they're gonna end up fighting. I guess who they saying, Karen and Derek Cuevas. Episode for Norman Jr. He can't hold on to that belt. Yeah. He definitely more skilled than Norman. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you get what I'm saying, Thrill? So it's tough, like, to say that, you know, you're not going to fight this, you know, you're not going to fight him. I would like to see it personally. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see it. But let's see, man. This boxing for you, man. I think Eddie Hearn got his work cut out when it's all said and done, man, because he got to deliver. And he got two of these premier talents, and we ain't trying to keep hearing no BS every time it come time to make a fight. So hopefully, man, Eddie Hearn is doing all that he can do as a promoter to make this a reality, because this fight need to happen, bro. Yeah, most stick Boots hit that ninja with everything. Yeah. Boots had to punish him for a while too. Even then, Boots had to beat the fight out of him. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Rashidi Ellis ain't punching the way Boots is, but he still got a good punch, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think he definitely still got a good punch. But we'll see exactly. Brian Norman's why his daddy doing all his talking, man. Come on and talk for yourself. Yeah, one thing about B. Norman, though, he damn sure talked for himself, but I guess because his father addressed him because he was the one in the spaces. So, you know, Norman don't do too much talking, but let's see where they go from here, man. There's fights on the horizon for Boots. Hopefully one of them lead to a unification sooner than later. That's all I can say. Devin Haney bounced back. He comes back December 7th. That's going to be a good look for him, man. He got a real fight ahead of him. And Abdullah Mason is back in the ring November 8th too already, man. This dude, they keeping this guy active, man. They keeping Abdullah busy. Sometimes you got to. Norman versus Ellis doesn't happen. How about either Norman versus Rocha, Ellis versus Cuevas, Norman versus Cuevas, or I mean, it's some good matchups, but I think what's gonna happen though, like they saying, obviously, if Boots and Norman don't fight each other, you got Karen sitting there as a mandatory, and he definitely gonna want his shot, and then you got the other guy, Derek for Brian Norman. That's probably what's going to end up happening. But it was fun to talk about. It's a kind of disappointing because I just got this feel that they're not giving us that next, man. So it is what it is. But 147 is going to be stale without unifications. You need the champions to fight each other. Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what they're doing. So we'll see. But Brian Norman could use more experience, like I said. I think that's what they'll be looking to do. Obviously, if they don't get what they want in the boot situation, right? So I ain't mad at them for that. I ain't mad at him. But Eddie Hearn, man, all eyes is on you. Like I said, I hope he's able to deliver some meaningful fights in the future, man, because time is ticking, bro. Time is ticking. And B. Norman Pop said that this fight is close to happening for around November 9th, but he sounded like he been optimistic the whole time. I like his energy, but hopefully he right. You know what I mean? Hopefully he right. Hopefully he right, because if not, then I guess we getting Boots and Karen too for a title this time in Philly. Let me go to this real quick. Let me pull up this dude's opponent real fast too, man. Fight for Henry Paro happens. I fear the fight might be way too unentertaining because it's too pure boxers. Nah, it'll. I think it'll still be entertaining. It'll be a chess match type of fight though, for sure. It'll be a chess match fight, but I think it'll still be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? It'll be entertaining if you know what you're going in there expecting, right? It'll be a chess match at the highest order, but I think it'll be entertaining, man, because just what's at stake, right? You know, a lot of eyes will be on Haney to see how he's going to look after, you know, going through that situation with Ryan Garcia. So a lot of people think he ain't going to be the same. A lot more people think he is. You know what I mean? So we just going to have to wait and see. But I don't think it'll be a bad fight. You know, I think the bad fight would have been him fighting, you know, Sandor Martin. I think that would have been boring. I just don't see no way that fight is overly entertaining. But then again, you know what? I take that back. I don't think it would have been boring. It just been a different pace fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the most excitement in it, but still a chess match type of fight. But I think Liam Paro, he like to mix it up in there. He can fight. He can fight you off if he got to. He can fight in there and he can box. So he can mix it up a little bit, man. He coming to win. He undefeated. He confident, got good punching power, right? Solid punching power. So I think it's a good fight if they can make it. But if not, like I said, I heard Devin Haney gonna fight a top 15 guy. So we'll see. Stan Ennis versus Boots. Norman versus Barrios to win it. Man, it's so simple. It's so simple, right? So simple, bro. So simple. And Boots and Karen, because it's all Eddie can deliver. I want Haney to have a great performance. Yeah, me too. I think he'll bounce back strong, man. I think Bob's going to put that belt in line on fire without some contingency guarantees. Yeah, we get it back. Yeah, for sure. Nah, I could see that being the case too, though, Kyle. You know what I mean? Not looking for knockouts, but if they're going to be too conservative. Yeah, I don't think that Paro's not overly conservative. He just fought Matias. Did you see how he fought Matias? Liam Paro's not an overly conservative guy, and Devin Haney is willing to take chances. You mix those two things up. You know, you got two chess players in there, but you got a chess player in Devin Haney that's willing to take chances. How many he'll be willing to take coming off that situation is the question, right? But Liam Paro, we just seen him fresh off the throne, and he beat up Montana Love, stopped him, and then he went out there and dethroned Subriel Matias. You know what I mean? That was looking like the boogeyman. He the reason I can't play the Matias, the Joker Matias video no more. They done beat him up. You know what I'm saying? They done beat him up. So he's not overly conservative. You know what I mean? You question how conservative Devin would be coming back, right? But that's a fair question. But I think it'll maybe take him some rounds. Maybe once he's settled into a rhythm, he'll start to take chances like he typically do in his fights. But Lynn Paro is definitely a guy that you can't be overly, I don't think, conservative against. That might work against you. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll go get you if he have to. He can fight. Dude can fight. He can box. Smart. Got good IQ. Good technique. Fundamentals. So, Lynn Paro's a solid fighter. Good fighter. Respected the laws, right? Might have to be less conservative against Matias because that fight. No. He fought the kind of fight that was smart. It wasn't about being conservative. He controlled Matias physically. He was controlling him in spots, manipulating the guard. He was doing a lot of those subtle things in there to offset Matias where he just couldn't get off like that. Like he neutralized and nullified a lot of the things that Matias do from an offensive standpoint that usually wear guys down. He wasn't able to do that with Liam Paro. That's why I say I like that about him. He could be physical when he need to be too. He ain't gonna just let you bully him. You know what I'm saying? He got some fight in him. Paro retired Haney. Haney needs to stick with fighting people at the local fair. Damn, Tony Reviews, you're gonna do the not the great Hanos, man. The great Hanos gonna prove you wrong, Tony Reviews. Hopefully December 7th, that he get in there, man. He gonna go back to the down under. He gonna go over there, take Lynn Paro out. If they make this fight, I'm going with Haney to beat him on points. I'm telling you, I got Haney beating him on points. For sure. I got Haney beating him on points and becoming a 2-time world champion at 140. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got. Fight was very clear. You think Matias ever gonna get a rematch? I think it's William. 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 What are you talking about? Matias fought Paro last. That fight was convincing win for Lynn Paro. It wasn't as close as, for me. Like, it was a clear-cut victory in that fight. It was clear who won that. You could see that Matias was losing from the start of the fight. He never really had no momentum in that fight like that. He just was in there, and he was what he typically do, it just wasn't working. I will never lose to whoever means ready because Haney getting washed. Haney gonna beat Lynn Paro. Watch, I'm telling y'all. Tiz respected the loss. Yeah, he did. He said he ain't had no game plan. He said he went in there with no game plan, something to that effect. But I just don't know how a champion is going in fights without a game plan. That's tough, but maybe it's something he'll fix later on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something he'll fix later on. Or for the next trip, because he can't afford another one like that. But I like Matias. I think he'll bounce back too, man. He just got outboxed. Lynn Paro, like I said, he got the IQ. He's a smart fighter. He let his hands go. He got good power, good technique, fundamentals. Like, it's solid, well put together fighter, man. He can give you a good scrap. Pin and draw, and neither guy loses the title. Now Haney ain't got a title no more. He'll be fighting for Lynn Paro's title, the IBF title that he took off Matias. You lost 12-0 and rounds, no rematch needed. Right? Yeah, he got outboxed cleanly. He had better, no evidence was good with it, bro. He had better technique, everything. I mean, he just was overall better in every facet. None of them bully tactics worked against Lynn Paro with Matias. He just couldn't. He couldn't bully him. And sometimes, I think what I've seen is he didn't really have a plan B. Respectfully, I like Matias. It seemed like when plan A didn't work, he didn't have a plan B. He didn't have, something he can go to that was able to get him out of trouble. And he didn't have those key in-fight adjustments that you need to make to steer the ship, to right the ship back in your favor, right? It started going wrong and it stayed wrong. You know what I mean? It went wrong and stayed wrong for him. Like, he just was not able to kind of change the pace or outcome of the fight because he just was unable to make any adjustments. And like I said, he just was one-track minded. I'm going to just, try to walk him down and wear him down, grind him out. And it just, that wasn't working. Couldn't do it. 7-5 for, shit. Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at the score, but for me, I just thought it was a little cleaner. He just, that's by far like one of his worst performances. That performance right there was worse than his other loss. That loss right there against Paro was worse than his other one against Petros and Nanya. That was much worse. Melon the Queen, peace to the Queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you, Rain, and peace to the Queen. I'm going to be here for a couple more minutes. I'm not going to stay here too long. Just wanted to talk a little bit about this update, man. I think 140 is getting pretty interesting. I think Devin Haney could make things interesting. And the good thing is, shout out to Tony Reviews and everybody else that was saying Paro. It's a lot of people that think Lynn Paro could beat him. So look, if it can make a fight, good, cool. Let's see. Let's start Weight Watchers now. What? Hey, man, Jarrell was good with it, man. Let's see where he go. Like I said, it's either Paro or top 15. This loss against Paro show that Matias is not ready for Lopez. Once you're a champion, bro, you ready for anybody. The question is, will he have a game plan? Will he be prepared to beat a guy like Lopez, right? still an interesting fight. You know, it's still an interesting fight. But T.O. has the ability to take advantage of that kind of style, guys that just want to come right at him, right? So that might play into T.O.'s hands. And if he's in good shape, good condition like he was for his last fight, I could see him beating a guy like Matiz. I really could. OGQ Israel said Devin broke his face in sparring. Oof, damn, y'all breaking faces? Shout out to the Queen, Melanin Queen. How you feeling? They're actually sparring partners. Who actually sparring? Devin and who? Devin and who sparring partners? Debo Dev back, man. He back, man. He back. He said, man, if y'all think I made 35 million, think again. Think bigger, be it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all heard this Mr. 30 more than 35 mil. That's 35 mil Dev right there. You know what I'm saying? He said he made more. Say he made more than 35 million with no back, and it's crazy. I don't see how you could have pulled that off. Speedy was on a Show Me Fight. He was officially a PBC fighter. It was a one-off, sort of like Boo Dill, yeah. And then, you know, because remember, he had a couple, right? But he had those, I think he had like 2 get-back fights, little quick knockouts or something like that. 1 or 2 quick knockouts, and then Vila then lost that one. And it's like that was it. So now he in between situations. I think that's what it is. And that's going to be hard for him to facilitate a title fight with no representation, right? Like, people going to overlook him. They're going to say he ain't ranked. What have you done? Who have you fought? Like, it's the same thing that Norman Sr. doing to him, right? Because he just ain't positioned to call for a title shot. I'm going to keep saying it until you couldn't no more. We think. Shout out to my guy Thomas. It's crazy how about Ron gets back with First Matiz. Ron. Who? Oh, Ryan. Ryan ain't fighting no Matiz. Don't be surprised. Ryan mess around, knock Matiz out. Matiz get hit a lot, man. Ryan mess around, catch him early, and he fast as hell. Matiz get hit early. He get early. The question, it's that fight to go 1 or 2 ways. Within 6 rounds, Ryan either gonna knock him out because he get hit a lot early and often, or after it's gonna go past 6 rounds and he might wear Ryan down and stop him. Like, he's somebody getting stopped in that fight. Either Ryan getting grinded and wore down and stopped, or he mess around and stop Matiz within 6 rounds or something like that. Simply because of the styles and how Matiz take punishment, right? And he'll take your best shot to give one. And I don't think that'll be smart to take Ryan Garcia's best shot because he clearly look like he a welterweight. Clearly, Ryan's easily a welterweight or junior middle. Dude, he's a big kid. Devin and Paro sparring. Oh, yeah, they were sparring partners. Yeah. Yeah, he act like he beat up Lynn Paro some. Shakur sparred him too. Lynn Paro be putting in some work. Ryan on his way to 47. That's what it looked like, Ryan. It do look like it. As these boxers be acting like clowns is crazy. I get it though, man. I can understand the emotional attachment. It's their son, right? And they ain't biting their tongue. I get it, right? I don't think they mean anything by it. It's just, you know, fathers. But I can understand how they're annoying to y'all though. Got Ryan at 8. You get what I'm saying? And then again, I put a lot of emphasis on 6 because I know Ryan likes to slow down after 6, right? So I feel like he can get the job done within about 6-7 rounds against him, man. Cornelius was good with it, bro. Only because he get hit so much. Ryan Word Matiz with that take a shot to give a shot. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Ryan, it just wouldn't be smart. It wouldn't be smart to allow Ryan Garcia to hit you with his best shot. And he got a pretty good right hand too. So the right hand is overlooked because the left hand has been so dominant and present in his fights. But I think he'll hurt you, man. He'll hurt you with the right hand too. I just think he's a puncher like that. I think the dude can punch. And he fast as hell too. So, you know, Matiz struggled with guys with speed. And Ryan definitely had the speed and the size. It'd be an interesting fight, I'll tell you that. But man, it's 1 or 2 ways. Either Ryan knocks him out or he gonna wear Ryan down and stop him. Matiz knocking out Ryan because Ryan has wearability with his defense, stick out his chin. Can't be doing that with Matiz. Yeah, he have his chin served on the platter, but he's looked a little more composed and a little tweaked under Derrick James. So I question if he's still with him. I suppose he'll be to get it done again. You know what I'm saying? He'll be to get it done. But that's just something to think about, man. I don't see that fight happening. But man, just to wrap up, shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me if y'all haven't, man. Devin Haney and Paro is a good fight for the 7th. Hopefully they make it. Abdullah Mason is already back in the ring November 8th. You know what I mean? What's this guy name? Johan Vasquez. I think this dude is listed as super featherweight. I think he listed as super featherweight. I ain't gonna be overly critical. He's in his developmental stage. He passing these tests with flying colors, but this fight doesn't do anything really for him. Get him some more experience, but I think he got another knockout victim. If this is a super featherweight, got a 30-pounder, he gonna smash him. He gonna smash a little ass 30-pounder guy. Yeah, he gonna smash him. He gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hurt him. Need to say, yeah. I don't know why it don't sound like he wanted to fight him. He was very dismissive of Speedy Rashidi. JJ was good with it. Want to see Ryan up against someone else when he turns his whole body around, cut him up in that fetal stance like he did Devin. Some people have picked that apart. Keeping Mason in the ring. Yeah, he just fought. Yeah, already November 8th. He back on Keyshawn undercard, bro. So shout out to him. Like I say, he fighting Johan Vasquez. Dude is 26-5 with 21 KOs. They billing dude as a KO artist, but knocked out who? You know what I'm saying? Smaller guys. Mason is a solid K. He could easily be at 140. He fighting a super featherweight. He's going to punch him out the ring. He's going to smash him. So Mason got some more food on the plate, but it's good because he need the experience. He need the activity. And just he can keep going. I love what he brings to the table. I think he only going to get better as time go. So shout out to Abdullah Mason, man. Shout out to Top Rank for keeping him busy. You know what I'm saying? Speed's a good fighter, a forgotten fighter since he lost. He needs to get back in the ring and make people remember his name. Absolutely, dude. Got to get back in that mix, bro. Got to get back in that mix. Mason working on becoming a champion next year, and a collision course is somebody from Top Rank with a strap. Sky's the limit for him, really. You know what I mean? I think they can move him how they choose. You know what I mean? He's that kind of talent. You know what I mean? But it's still early. I know a lot of people annoying him over other fighters, but we just gotta wait and see. Time will tell. You know what I mean? But so far, so good. Mason is the truth, man. I like him. Shout out to the Mason brothers, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. That's all I got for this one today, man. Let's keep building on this boxing. Hope Ennis and Norman is in good, meaningful fights next. If it's not gonna be each other, it's gonna be the latter. But we'll just have to wait and see, man. Shout out to Devin Haney. If he make his return to fight Liam Paro, man, gotta double salute him for that because I respect him, man. Salute him 2 times over, man. That's a tough fight for him. So we'll see. Don't mess with Texas, my God. Rematch Villa if he get back in the ring, ease all doubts. Yeah, I would love if that. I'm pretty sure if that was an avenue to get one of those fights, he'd take it. Dr. Boxing talking about God. Again, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Much love to everybody. Salute to everybody, man. In the building, man. We gonna be back tomorrow on that good Wednesday to build on this good boxing, man. So y'all make sure y'all be smooth. How y'all be smooth. Big Dog Willie, my God, versus Havoc, my brother. Big Dog said Bill Haney. Billiam.
Hey, me and Bill, we've been keeping this a secret a very long time. I'm actually Devin's biological father.
See, I really thought you were being serious there for a minute. You're gonna say you guys squashed it, or we talked about a fight coming, or...
No, I'm Devin's biological father.
I'm gonna come on over and mess with you. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, right now.
Yeah, man, y'all fools, man. I ain't messing with y'all today. Shout out to my brother Big Dog Willie versus Happy. Shout out to everybody in the chat out here with these weirdos. Cal, they been running rampant today. I'm a little earlier than usual, man. But I be thinking about coming back and doing these later streams at a later time too. But I gotta make time for it, man. Tonight might be a night. I might try to see if I can squeeze one of those in there, man. Shout out to my brother Cal Cooler, man. Rolly and Bill, they foolish. You know it. You know it, man. But we'll see, man. Boxing is in a good space, I still believe, bro. Let's hope they deliver on these fights, man. We want to see Boots chase greatness at 147, man. You always sound like you got done sniffling. Yeah, I don't know what that be about. Me stupid, man. What happens in Haney champion and recess that he fights for the IBF belt? I think I'm gonna look into that more. I'll say this: I think that gives him first dibs at a shot at the title coming back. So that maybe that explains the whole opportunity to fight Lynn Paro, which would be for a title. But without it being a unification, then he got to abide by those IBF rehydration rules. If he's to go through with that, that's a whole other challenge in and of itself. So I'm gonna look into it, man. But I'm gonna ask about it. But I'm gonna find out. But he is supposed to be the champion in recess. But I think that was supposed to allow him to get back in the mix. So I don't know what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Usually I've been 3-4 hours shorty, but sometimes I go a little shorter than that. But again, man, much love to everybody, man. Another dope build with the family, man. We're gonna keep building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody supporting the grind. And you already know I will see all y'all tomorrow. Peace to the family.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. .4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.